What's up guys, I'm randomfrankp. This video here is definitely going to be a bit of a different one. You guys know how I usually, run the show. We'll have, a nice professional appearance and stuff like that, but this time all around, we're going to be going for a massive just like unboxing and first look, because this is kind of like an after Christmas tech haul. I wanted to actually do this right after Christmas, but then it was CES and then I had to catch up on videos for the channel, so this has been pushed back a few weeks, so it's kind of after Christmas still. Technically, February is after Christmas. We're just be taking a look at a bunch of stuff today that I picked up after the holidays and some things right after that I wanted to show off for you guys. Do like a kind of first look, and as you can see, there's just a lot going on here. So let's jump into this. Now, it's gonna be a bit of a longer one, so sit tight. There's no gonna be real order to this chaos, but I got these in right before Christmas. These are the Sennheiser and Mass Drop HD 58X Jubilee. They are pretty much very similar to the headphones that I've had since last year, the HD6XX headphones, and I've used those pretty much every day since. These are kind of like an updated version, and I've been using these for the past month, so kind of like a fake little unboxing here. But really, I'm a big fan of these and just this kind of style is because they are open back. So if you want to first check these out, I'll put the Mass Drop link down below. I'm not sure if they're even available right now, but I love open back headphones, and here you have that open back grill. Again, the HD58X Jubilee. And the reason I do prefer these is because with open back headphones, you're getting a different sound signature, and your sound stage is completely open since the drivers here aren't closed in. So when you're gaming, it feels like instead of music is being, or like, sound and music being delivered into your ears, it sounds like you're in the middle of everything. That's why I really love these. And these are the, again, like with Mass Drop, the collaboration with Sennheiser. These were first released back in like 1991, I believe. It was the HD 580s. I'm pretty sure that's what it was. All over 25 years, and they've revamped them, they've driven down the price a bit. These are the first order of business, so I'm a big fan. I use them now, love the style, it looks nice, and yeah, check them out if you're interested. All right, so there's gonna be no order to this, like I said, but next let's just talk about real quick. This is the Moment Air Selfie drone, and I've had this for a while, just started checking it out. And I took it out for the day. I was pretty interested in it because what this is supposed to do is follow you around so it could take selfies of you, And it is also foldable, so that's pretty cool. Great for transportation. And since all the other blades and stuff are guarded, you can fly this inside, so it's definitely pretty appealing. So I took it out for the day, and honestly, I was kind of underwhelmed. If you want to see a full review on this, let me know, but it got it wasn't even that far away from me, and it was getting out of range. It's cool that you can obviously control it all from your phone, so it shows you real time everything what's going on. But once it started getting out of range, the camera feed would cut, some of the features weren't working, it crashed on me a few times. And also what was weird is when I would put it in the landing mode, the second it would touch down, it would just go right back up again. So I had to make it land and then run over and make sure, put my foot on it so it didn't take off again. All right, so verdict after flying the Moment drone. It's cool, I like how it folds up like this, but it would get, I would say out of range or lost connection when it was way too close, it wasn't even that far from me, it was losing connection, which was weird because I could still control this, just the camera would cut out. So couldn't get much footage or photos because the camera would cut out. Kind of a bummer, but it's cool that it does fold up and you can fly it indoors and stuff like that. And we have a very, very tired pup. But she's still happy. Now next, which is completely coincidental and not related at all, are these Moment lenses. And for that video you just saw of me out filming the drone, I used some of those. That's how I got the nice wider shot on some of these. And these are pretty much just external lenses you can attach to your smartphone. So I have the iPhone 10, and you need the case for it to attach on. So I have the case on now. And I picked up the tele lens, which is their newer V2 version, got the wide angle lens, V2 again, and then a nice macro lens. So just to show you guys real quick, and again, the videos you saw of me filming the drone were used with the wide angle. I'm gonna cut to the phone real quick, and I'll show you the differences between these here. All right, so application is really simple. There are the cutouts in the back where the camera is, so you can apply the lens. All you have to do is match the notch on top of the lens. And then once you have it aligned there with the notch on the top of the case. You just turn it clockwise and it'll lock into place for you. All right, so now I'm cutting here, and you can see you do have a pretty wide field of view here, much more wide than you would ordinarily get with the stock camera inside the X, or the 10, sorry. So I'll turn it off, I'll take it off, and you can see just how much more close it is. So the lens itself here is 18 millimeters, so you're definitely getting a more wider shot. And I'll bring these with me if I'm going out for the day, somewhere cool, if I just want to take, some nice shots. It does come with a little carrying pouch and carrying case for each lens, and they are around $100, so kind of pricey, but again, the quality you're getting from an external lens you can put on a smartphone is really unmatched from Moment. So loving this wide angle one. And then now for the telephoto lens, which is gonna bring it to 60 millimeters versus the wide angle's 18. This is your usual shot. Let me put the lens on, lock it in, and then you can see how much more zoomed in it is now. This is gonna be great for, getting shots that are farther away, or if you wanna focus up on something, like maybe a bird's on a fence a few feet away from you, so give you a nice closer and nice more tight shot. So this is pretty cool. And then lastly, if you're really trying to up your Instagram game, they have their macro lens. And as you can see, it kind of has this like frosted plastic around it. So it's gonna give you nice, really soft light when you're getting your macro shots. You're meant to put it, right up to a surface or whatever to get it. It shows us a 10 times zoom. So I'll put it on again. And so right here, as you can see, it's gonna be kind of, like out of focus because it's meant to be up to something close. So the second you put it down on something, you could really see the fine textures. So it focuses right away. And this is gonna be pretty much your focus distance with that frosted plastic around it. I mean, like even right now, I'm looking at my hand and it looks like there's nothing on it, but I put the lens here and you can see all these little little fibers, probably from the packaging and the case inside where these lenses are. It's like a little styrofoam and stuff like that. You can see all the little fibers that are on my hand. That is not visible to my eye when I'm looking at my hand. So that's pretty insane. I'll show you guys some little shots mixing up the lens and stuff like that. But yeah, if you're trying to up your Instagram game or anything like that, if you're taking photography seriously with your smartphone, Moment is hands down the way to go. I'll put the link down in the description like I'm gonna be doing for everything, obviously. All right, next up is something that we've kind of checked out similar products in the past. This is gonna be the Kinesis Gaming Freestyle Edge. It is a split, very ergonomic keyboard, but this one is more so for gaming. And this was a Kickstarter edition, but you can still pick them up on Amazon. I'm pretty sure Amazon has them cheaper. And from what I've seen, this is gonna be a really great keyboard for gamers. So online you can pick this up and they have cherry red switches, blue and brown. And yes, these are actually genuine cherry switches. The one I have here is in cherry blue. It does have this nice blue backlighting also behind the keys. It's gonna add some extra pop. Now for some extra quick features, it does have 8 macros, and each of those are assigned to a layout. You can have up to 24 different layouts at a time. And I believe each macro has a limit of 300 characters. You can really have these longer combos of macros. That's definitely helpful. And every key on this keyboard is programmable and everything can be done manually, which is really cool. They do have a software, but it's actually built into the keyboard itself. So you don't have to download anything. You don't have to go to a website or anything and download it. It's all on the keyboard once you plug it in. That's definitely a nice little touch. And again, if you're someone who's never used a keyboard like this, or you've never found the need for a split keyboard, it is all about ergonomics, and you won't truly understand that until you try it out for yourself. You can definitely, get hand fatigue or wrist fatigue when you're typing like this a lot. It just really makes it easier when you could separate it. As you can see, it splits, and then set it to, or adjust it to what's more comfortable for you. So if you're someone who is, more comfortable with it, more separation here, you can do that. You can have one up, one back, set it however you want. And for gaming, you pretty much don't even need this side. You can just have your mouse here in the middle. WASD, everything's gonna be needed over here. You have the split space key as well, so you can pretty much have like your own gaming pad, plus all those macros right with your left hand. Have your mouse right here for more organized desk space. One thing you can also buy is like their little elevating tents, which is going to obviously make it so you can have these elevated. I would highly suggest that. Again, it's just something that if you've never tried an ergonomic keyboard, it's hard to explain how much more beneficial and comfortable it is for longer gaming sessions, or if you have these at work, definitely help you out. It is a bit on the pricier side, but again, people who need something like this can definitely justify that price. And I'll do a sound test for you so you can hear how these cherry blue switches sound in the Freestyle Edge. My floor is a mess right now, but now we're gonna move on to the Meze 99 Classics. This is also another pair of headphones that we picked up for the channel. And one of the main things about these is they're visually appealing, okay? Now I know in the grand scheme of things, visual appearance for headphones isn't gonna be the deciding factor. Obviously the sound quality is gonna be the most important thing. But the second you see these, you'll understand why I was interested, okay? These are made from real walnut. So full walnut finish, the wooden cups in the side of the headphones, and obviously walnut is gonna fit in right in with my desk setup. So that was one of the things right away that really got me, hooked on these. And for my first appearance, I was like, damn, these things look nice. And also, they're extremely lightweight and comfortable. Now for my testing, they sound really, really great. The variation I have here is the silver and walnut. You can also get them in gold as well. But I think the silver looks much more, calmed down. So I like that. But the thing is, I've never really tried or used headphones in the past that used real wood on the cup. So the sound is definitely different. I think it has a more of a brighter sound because of the reflections off that wood. The form factor, I love how lightweight they are. They feel great, they look nice. Really like these. You get the nice carrying case as well if you want to bring them back and forth. Put them in your backpack so they won't get damaged. You got a little pouch in here for your cables, so keeps it all organized. Big fan of the Meze Classics. Had these for a while, but just starting to get them checked out. And I'm loving what I'm hearing so far. And they look pretty damn nice. All right, I should probably speed this up, huh? Hope you guys have some like popcorn or something. We'll just knock this one out. I just got this in the other day. This is the Lifx Beam. Now I'm not gonna have any footage. I'm just gonna be talking to you guys for this part because I'm gonna save this for a separate video. But you've seen the Lifx strips before. I have the strips on the logo behind me. If you've probably checked out the randomfrankp wooden logo we have. All the light bulbs in my room are Lifx. You can control them. Do different RGB lighting, different effects. And these are new because it is like a light beam that you can put on your wall. It's essentially like a strip. I don't know, I'm pumped to check it out. And if you've seen in the past, I've also done that video on the Nanoleaf Aurora light panels, those triangles. I like this more than that because it's just a simple, more sleek like strip that you can put on your wall. So be on the lookout for this. I can think of some pretty cool things we can do to add this to your gaming setup. Again, it's called the Lifx Beam. Definitely pumped to check that out. Literally just got this in like 2 days ago, so pretty cool stuff. Next is gonna be the new microphone that I use. Oh yeah, this is the lift kit for the Kinesis Gaming Freestyle Edge keyboard. It is sold separately, but again, it's gonna help elevate the keyboard. But we're past that. Back over here to the new keyboard, new microphone for the channel. This is the Blackout Spark SL from Blue Microphones. Now I use a Sennheiser microphone for when I'm doing all my talking, like my A-roll and stuff like that for the main camera. But I also do a lot of voiceovers for things like Room Tour Project, for when I'm streaming. And this is gonna be replacing my old AT2020. Now, I've heard the sound quality. I'll do a sound test for you guys who could hear it as well. It sounds incredible. And obviously with the whole blackout look, because it's a special edition, like Blackout Spark microphone, I think it looks really nice as well. And that unboxing experience with the whole wooden carrying case is pretty clutch. And they also include the shock absorber inside the box, so great value overall. I think the price point's definitely justified. But the only disclaimer I'll bring up real quick is gonna be this is an XLR mic. So on the bottom here you can see what you're gonna need to plug into your computer is gonna be some sort of converter, unless you have an audio interface or something like that, or a mixer, because it's not just a simple USB. So I also picked up the Icicle from Blue. This is gonna be pretty much a USB to XLR converter, so you can just plug it right in. But I'll do a sound test now so you can hear how this sounds, and I'm definitely impressed. Alright, as you watch me get this chicken dinner, this is the raw, unedited audio from the blackout mic. I have it on the -20 decibel mark, and also, like I said, plugged into the blue Icicle, so it's the XLR converter. But I think this sounds phenomenal. And at $200, it's really hard to beat this sound quality. Alright, so the Blue Spark Blackout Edition, definitely one of the best sounding mics I've heard at this price point. And the value here, I think, is just incredible, considering you can get the whole package and all that stuff. And hopefully people on the Tour project will appreciate the new mic quality we have for doing those voiceovers. What's next? I want to keep everything semi-organized, so it's not just like 2 hours of me after this video cleaning up. That's probably what's going to happen. I'll just knock these two out of the way because we have a big box here from Corsair, and that's the Meze. So coming down to the final stretch, and it is Corsair products. First off, this is actually also a new release. It is the K68 RGB. During the summertime, I showed off the K68 regular keyboard, and that had red switches as well as red LED lights. But the big selling point there was it was, waterproof, dustproof, spill-proof, crumb-proof, all that good stuff, because the switches were protected in this sort of like rubber housing, so you could spill water or whatever you drink on your keyboard and it wouldn't break. This now is their newer RGB edition. It's the same keyboard, but it's got the nice RGB lighting that you all have come to love since 2014 or whatever it was showed off. Again, this is a new release. If you want to pick it up or check it out, I would recommend doing so. So if you're someone who's very clumsy or constantly eating or drinking around your keyboards, and you have possibly damaged a keyboard in the past because of your clumsiness, this might be a solid pickup. I believe it just came out like 2 weeks ago, so put that down below for you guys. And then this actually goes, this was inside of this box. This is their new Dark Core SE mouse. I'm gonna be doing a dedicated review on this as well as the stuff inside here. But this is their new wireless mouse, completely latency free. Really liking the looks of this. Just gonna do a general look for you guys because I want to save the more exciting stuff for the actual reviews. But this is their completely wireless gaming mouse, the first of its kind from Corsair. And also in this giant box, we have a few other things that go along with that. Not gonna show everything here because it would take too long. But let me just get the majority of what's gonna be important out of the way. Move that over here. So the Dark Core SE goes on their new MM100 cheap pad. So it is essentially it's very similar to the Polaris mousepad they have out there in terms of texture and build, but it doesn't have the RGB lighting, and it has a wireless Qi charger built in. So you could charge your mouse when you're not gaming. You just set it up in the corner and it charges for you, so you can pretty much never run out of battery on this. And it can also charge your phone, so that is really cool. I showed these both off at CES when I had my coverage there when we were at the Corsair booth, and I've been testing them for the past week or so. Again, I'll save most of the goods for the dedicated review, so be on the lookout for that. And then wrapping it up, we also have the K63 wireless, which going along with the Dark Core mouse. This is their brand new, again, latency-free, lag-free wireless keyboard. And it's so great that finally now, towards the end of like 2017 into 2018, we are getting cable-free products, all wireless that we can actually use for competitive gaming, and we won't suffer from any lag or anything like that. So this, as well as the mouse and the mouse pad, is going to be a dedicated review. This is going to be its own dedicated review. But it's nice and compact like that. You do have some blue backlighting. Unfortunately, no RGB lighting here, but 1 millisecond Bluetooth connection. And this is going to be a pretty cool thing to check out. Also showed this off at CES. But that's a lot of stuff so far. Hope you guys aren't bored. Hope you're still watching. Again, just like a little a tech haul, after Christmas. A lot of these things I wanted to show off before Christmas I didn't get to, so I figured I'd do like a little first look for you guys afterwards. And then CES kind of slowed me down. I didn't get to it in January. So my February edition of an after Christmas tech haul. So a few little first looks at some products. And if you see anything you like in this video, if anything really piqued your interest, you want to check it out, I'll have it all listed for you in the description down below. And stay tuned for the dedicated review of these bundles. And if you saw anything else like that drone or possibly the mic itself, if you want to see me do a dedicated review on that, just shout at me in the comment section. I'll be definitely checking it out, see what you guys kind of gauge what you guys guys like the most. So if you liked the video, give it a thumbs up to show your support. Feel free to follow me on Twitter at randomfrankp. And lastly, if you haven't already, hit that subscribe button. I'm Random Frank P. Hope you enjoyed. Have a good day.